What is up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Today I actually had to be at work in the morning, so the first half of the morning I was at work and I got off a little bit early, hoping to catch a couple of trades, and boy did I catch a couple of trades. I mean, so today's price action was extremely slow, extremely low volume. There was, I mean, these trades, the third trade that I was in it for an hour. I am not even kidding. I'm not even joking. It was one of the longest trades I have ever experienced in my entire life. I actually walked my dogs for 30 minutes, came back, was still in the trade, made some lunch, had some lunch, cleaned out my room a little bit, did a little bit of organizing, and I was still in a trade. It was wow. I mean, wow. Anyways, so the first trade was basically a second entry long. Now the signal bar is not very good, it's a doji bar, but I did like the context, and sometimes those kind of bars do work out, but in this trade it did not. So kind of a bad way to start the day, so to speak, or start the week as a loser. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It's trading, and it's to be expected. I actually made a mistake here, and the stop loss should be a tick higher, but either way, it's a loss. And basically, once I saw this, I immediately thought of a failure, because you do have, you know, new high, first entry, second entry, and then failure. Once I got stopped out, I hopped back into the short side, and that was also a loser. But my original thought process was target these highs, these recent swing high right here. And that was my target, that was my original thought process. And actually, after these two losers, the price did actually test these highs. So it was kind of interesting to see. And we did break out a little bit from overnight highs, but again, most breakouts fail. So yeah, it was thesis was correct, but unfortunately the trade initially did not work. But that's okay. So I'm gonna fast forward through these trades, because these trades take forever. I mean, my god, yeah, it's like watching paint dry, honestly. But I'll speed this up real quick. So as you clearly see, I got stopped out on the first trade, and I immediately jumped back into the second trade, which is basically a failure. I got failed, and normally these failures sometimes, and especially in a range day like this, when you see price bouncing up and down of the highs and lows, normally they tend to move quick, right? And a sharp move down. But again, today is different, just because there was just no volume and very little participants. So ideally, I should have just got my 1-point scalp and just got out of the trade, but I was hoping to make my money back. As you can clearly see, I'm down to 50, and you know, the target profit, I think it's reasonable. I like it. It's just the way the price action worked out, it just didn't work. So kind of a little bit unfortunate by me, but that's okay. That's just, you know, it is what it is. And again, usually the price likes to bounce if it's a range day, and it was obviously clearly a range day. The price likes to bounce off the highs and lows, and it just took some time to do that. And again, so I'm gonna speed these up again, so that way the video is a lot shorter than 2 hours long. So yeah, I'm gonna speed this up and we'll go to the next trade. And as you can see, the trade did not work. Actually, there's a higher low here that I really liked, and I should honestly take my trade out of here, but and then reverse. But then again, yeah, decision making, my judgment was a little bit cloudy, so it is what it is. But the price ends up working back up and test these highs, so this was a good higher low to go on long. So I'm sorry, lower high, no, higher low, Jesus Christ, higher low, my god. And yeah, let's go to the third trade. And again, the third trade's pretty interesting, and it took me about an hour to get out of the trade. So my third trade for the day and final trade coming up here in a second. And here we go, we are in the trade. Now I went 4 contracts, and given the context, again, I was pretty confident that we are in a range day, and my idea was to see price bounce off the resistance or the upper, not upper, but the overnight highs, and bounce go into overnight lows. And unfortunately, price did that, but it just took a while. And you know, I didn't want to just get a scalp and call it a day, because again, I was fairly confident that the price might at least test, you know, this swing low or even this swing low. So, and the reason I thought that was this, because we have break new high already in place, and you kind of have also 2 legs up. So you have first leg and then second leg up. They're not exactly a measured move, but you can see first leg and then second leg. So so I stuck to it, and I moved my target profit around this area, and I made some money back and then some. So again, I'm gonna fast forward through this trade because, like I said, it took me over an hour, and it was insane. I walked my dogs, got some lunch, cleaned up my room a little bit, or my desk, and yeah, I was still in trade. It was, again, longest trade of my career. What can I say? It was a good test of patience, that's for sure. But yeah, let me just fast forward. So the price approaching my target area, and here we go, I got filled, and that was a nice little move. I don't remember how many points it is, but I made my losses back and then end up in the positive, $100 in the positive. You know, $100 is $100 on this kind of day, I'll take it. And yeah, I mean, I was done. This trade was, woof, it was not fun. So as you can clearly see, God, so you clearly see that the price, again, that was my thought process, right? We're in a range day, price usually bounce off the highs and lows, and that was the idea. Again, was I able to through basically? So look, my entry was here, and this was a 57-minute trade. Okay, 57 minutes. Now, again, I could have captured all this, sure, absolutely, but would I be able to sit through more of this, another 20 minutes? I don't know. It's hard to sit through that. It really is. Like, you think it's easy, but it's not, because once you start seeing this stuff and you think, okay, let me just do this, and you're seeing this stuff and you're like, okay, a bunch of dojis, bunch of congestion, I don't like this, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen. The price might just come back and go even higher or go lower. You don't know, right? You see this, okay, that looks good. You see this, okay, that looks good. And you see this, oh wow, that's not good, right? So then you draw your little support line here. Okay, we can clearly see there's some support here, right? A little support here, numbers in the way, but you get my point. And now you're thinking, okay, well, is this it? The price gonna reverse and go back up? Well, you don't know that, right? And of course, you know, this happens, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad that I didn't get this move. That's okay. That's totally okay, because I know next time, under quote-unquote normal conditions, that's what's gonna happen, right? It just so happens that today, the sellers were not there. They were, I don't know, out to lunch somewhere or something. I don't know. But you get my point. But yeah, 57-minute trade. Actually, yeah, it was actually no 59. Oh, it's an hour because I got on this candle right here. Yeah, an hour trade. And I was happy that I walked off with 100 bucks. The eval is sitting at a little over $1,000, so we have quite a long way to go. But I keep forgetting that the top step evaluation is target profit is 3,000 instead of 2,000. But either way, yeah. So we have a little way to go, but yeah, it would have been nice to capture this move down to here, or maybe even like here. Let's say that's extra 1,500 bucks. But you know, it is what it is, and this is hindsight, and this is trading. This is real trading. So yeah, I'm done for the video. Hopefully this video is not too long. But yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. Hopefully the volatility is back. Hopefully they have some momentum. But this was tough. This was really tough to sit through. It really is. And just seeing this up and down bars and seeing this is just not, it's not fun. It's not fun to sit through that. It's not fun to watch it. So you know, I was hoping this would have happened initially, like this right here, this move. But you know, of course it doesn't happen like that. But anyways, I'm done for the day. Again, like I said, 100 bucks on the day, and we'll continue this tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. What is up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a good can't talk today. All right. I keep saying Jesus.